Alright guys, we are back here at the Toy Action Figure Review, and today it is time to go prime time. Right here, Optimus Prime Figure Series 86 coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Anthony, and I am glad to say we are back with another edition of the Toy Action Figure Review, but this is not no ordinary edition. Today we have before you none other than the greatest of all time, the GOAT himself, Optimus Prime. Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great day, evening, night, weekend, and weekday. We're here after discussing a little bit about Optimus Prime. I know you guys have been noticing that Optimus Prime has been the center of attention everywhere. Everywhere you look at a review, there is Optimus Prime. I know I'm a little late to the party, and I'm still getting over a cold. So that is basically what is happening with me. If you guys notice, if you guys notice, I've been silent. That's the reason why. But I haven't been too silent because I have been posting, but just not as much. And I'm definitely about almost finished with this cold. The first night I had this cold, it put me down, so I really couldn't do anything. You know, it was actually on a Saturday when it happened, and I was like, oh, I really can't do this. I wanted to push this review out on Optimus Prime because everybody and their mama is pushing this review out, so I need to get on this train. But you know, God be have it that He said, no, wait. Do it when everything else dies down. So this is now the time to actually do Optimus Prime. I know that we are in this is our 40th year of the Transformers the movie, I believe it is. But this year has been the year of Prime, and this is quite evident of Prime. We got the studio series, and I'm so glad that we got the definite version. Hear me when I say this. The definite version of Optimus Prime. Throughout the years, we've had so many Optimus Primes to where it's like he's just been short. Just one or two things. Or short of many things. But right now, guys, as we see here right before us, that we have the definite Optimus Prime, that is definitive. Nothing else behind him can come out better. But if you want to go back to G1 iteration, you might want to talk about the we might want to talk about one other version, but come from off the aesthetic toy itself. You guys know what I'm talking about. The name will come back to me later. But otherwise, let's get into this review about the about Optimus Prime. And you guys have noticed that Optimus Prime, I basically have Optimus Prime in his transformed into his truck mode. I have him in his truck mode for a reason, and it's being that everybody has been having a problem with one or two things in particular, being at the biggest getting straight to the biggest elephant in the room, which is being that Optimus Prime's heel. Okay, let me put Optimus Prime off the trailer off to the side. Okay, so as you can see, Optimus Prime heel. When I got him straight out the box, it was turned the right way. So that leads me to believe that Hasbro listened to what was going on and fixed the problem. This is actually off the second batch that this is the second batch that I received, not when it first came out, but this is out of the second batch that Hasbro released out. And so they actually did go back and fix the problem. with the heel. So now you have the heel the right way. Okay, so that's one problem that I need to go ahead and address right there. So Hasbro did go back and fix the problem with that. One thing, people actually, you know, have been talking about the garbage back here. Everything is not made perfect, but I'm really content with the garbage back here as far as for Optimus Prime. So I'm not, you know, I'm not really too much concerned about it. But for a lot of people, if for the heels to be on the way it is, it's not really a big problem. And I think me myself, even if he did come out the wrong way, I don't think I would have had a big problem with him, because it's not hindering on his stability of how he stands. So Optimus Prime in and all is really good by me. The sculpt, the figure, everything as far as what we see here is great. Now, what I do want to pay attention and get you guys to pay attention to is one thing. Now, on the side here, okay, we do have this little bit of gappage. With every copy that comes out, you're going to have that little bit of gappage right there. Like I said, it's not a make or break situation. Although it helps to actually have it flush, but you're going to have that gappage. So, need be said, I'm fine with it, as long as you guys are fine with it. Now, the pipes on the back of Optimus Prime, it is a non-factor for me as well, as far as for the of how he looks. Because Optimus Prime he looks really good with them, and we thank God that we have the long pipe stacks as well. I know they're loosey-goosey, but when you think about it in transformation mode, it's going to flip-flop every other way to get out of your way for your transformation, and I'm cool with that, because the original G1 version of Optimus Prime had smokestacks like that. So being as that, I'm good with it on how it is. So addressing the elephants that's in the room, I'm fine. I just wanted to actually make that one clear. Oh, besides, there is one more other situation on right here, like I was starting to point here at the side. Yeah, there is a big situation containing this one piece right here, and I'm gonna show you once I have Optimus Prime in robot mode. But before I do that, okay, as far as for a vehicle comparison, we have Optimus Prime, a G1 Optimus Prime here, a Studio Series, versus the G1. This is the 25th anniversary Optimus Prime from off the G1 version. As you can see, it's a little, the color is just a little off, the shade is just a little off, the trailer is just a little off too. They did the trailer in a different color of gray, a lighter gray versus this dark gray, but this is the comparison of how the 25th anniversary Optimus Prime look versus the Studio Series Optimus Prime, which is really in itself no comparison, because like I said, we have our definitive Optimus Prime. So I'm going to take this back just a little bit. So let me also show you these too. Now, when you think about the Chug versions, this is this Optimus Prime, this 86 Optimus Prime is the definitive Chug version. But let me take you back to one Chug version that should jog your memory. Hinky Optimus Prime. This is the Optimus Prime I have carried and I have kept for over the years. This Hinky, if anybody knows about this Optimus Prime, the cab is a little bit bigger, but not only is it a little bit bigger, when you look onto the side, let me take this one out. Okay. For anybody who knows about the Hinky, hentai, whichever, Optimus Prime, that he had the parallax trailer. So when they made Optimus Prime with the parallax trailer, the trailer was actually a little bit bigger than actually the Optimus Prime himself, this Chug Optimus Prime. But the scale, I mean, although the scale was off just a little bit, but this is a version of Optimus Prime that I've kept, love. Every version of Optimus Prime, except for a couple that we have had in the past, have definitely been all right. Not definitive, but it has definitely been all right. And definitely the Hinky Chug Optimus Prime that's in the back, he was definitely a version that I'm glad to actually have. And at this point, I'm still keeping, because this is what we've come to. We've come from this to this. Come on, guys. We are at the finish line. We are at the finishing point. So there we go. If anybody knows about this parallax trailer, you know that there's so many great surprises as far as for this parallax trailer. So, being that said, let's go ahead and get this Optimus Prime out the way. So, getting to Optimus Prime himself. This is what all that you see that comes with. Okay, Optimus Prime, he basically comes with the cab, the trailer. Not only does he come with the trailer, but what comes inside is what's amazing. Okay, so this is what comes inside of the box when you get Optimus Prime. So you got the gun, the blaster. You not just get one blaster, but you get two blasters. You get the Optimus Prime's energy axe. You get roller, and you get the drone that can actually go on top of roller. Speaking of roller, it's basically a fun thing to actually have a roller now. When we didn't get one in our last Optimus Prime that had a trailer, but you can also take the gun and put it on roller, and he's actually able to actually use the gun to fire it and do what needs to be said and do what needs to be done. But you can they can't do that. I think you can. No, you can't. So it's just, you can only do it on the back, not the middle. So that's that. The repair bay looks pretty good, although it does not have no type of color to it. So it's actually up to you whether you want to put some color to it or go on Toy Hacks to get your stickers for the trailer and Optimus Prime. So the Toy Hacks right now as we speak have the stickers for Optimus Prime's trailer. I think it's on the sides and on the sides here. And I think there's some on for these sides right here. The it also comes with the stickers for on the outside and on the undercarriage. Hasbro did a great job with detailing this trailer out. Even put a spare wheel where there is no spare wheel, but lo and behold, you actually can make it happen, but you just got to use your creativity on that as well. Got the trailer, got the trailer hitch and the trailer stands. But not also that, but you also have another trailer stand which actually comes out and drops down. Let me move Optimus Prime and roll out the way to where everything can stay leveled. And then, you know, on the side, back here in the back, or say out there in the front, we have the ramp for Roller to go up and down on. So glad to have Optimus Prime in his full glory, not just by himself in the cab, but trailer, roller, and battle deck drum. So we got the whole complete set here. Would have been nice if he came with a hose and the pump to actually make it a G1 aesthetic, but they probably might do a G1 aesthetic down the line, since they're already talking about doing the Transformer Devastation version of Optimus Prime as we speak right now. But this is basically this is our look at the trailer. So I'm gonna take this out of the frame. So let's talk about more about Optimus Prime. We all know that Optimus Prime has been a long time coming for the definite version of him. So being all that's been said, we have him, and I'm glad that he's here. So as far my version of Optimus Prime, that's it. There is no more. Optimus Prime is done. He is a done deal. Nothing else behind him will do. So I'm glad to actually have a definite version to show you, just give you another iteration of a definite version. I don't have them with me right now, but the Studio Series Bumblebee is a definite version. Okay, so so glad to have him as well. So right now I'm actually decking my series, my Transformer collection out with my definite versions, and I'm not taking no substitutes. Okay, now Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is basically, this is how he comes. You know his aesthetic. Guys, if you want to see the transformation, I'm going to skip the transformation and go straight to the robot. If you want to see the full-on view of Optimus Prime in transformation, I suggest that you go to MGO. MGO not only does a great job, but he's one of my favorite people that I look to as reviews. And with him, he actually kind of got me doing this channel, got me to this point where I'm doing this channel, because I like how he did it, how he did his channel. He put his personality into his channel. So without further ado, guys, we're going to bypass Optimus Prime transformation, and we're going straight to the robot. So guys, we are back, and here we go with the different iterations of Optimus Prime, and to all the way up to our definitive Optimus Prime. I am so glad that I picked this guy up, because this means after so many years of collecting Optimus Prime, I have now come to a standstill with collecting Optimus Prime. So many variations, so many types, so many heights of Optimus Prime. Coming from the G1 era, coming back into the 2015's movie, and to our all the way now to the Legacy line. So I'm glad to say that we have basically got an Optimus Prime that is now worth our while. Like every Optimus Prime, let me show you for a comparison to give you a height summary for this Optimus Prime, he actually stands at 7.5 inches from toe to antennas to the antenna. For every Optimus Prime that we ever had has either been 7.5, 7, just about 6.5 to 7 to 7.5. So we've basically done had Optimus Prime anywhere ranging from 6.5 to 7.5. So this is basically how Optimus Prime was always a big dude. So he was basically the leader of the Autobots. So he had to be the larger of the pack. And being how Optimus Prime here actually stands at 7, close to 7.25, that means he's the right height. I think it's about right height, if I'm correct, by the Sunbow charts. So, being at May, there we go with the Optimus Prime. He is here with all his glory. Now, you guys, like I said earlier, there was an elephant that needed to be addressed in the room as far as for his legs. If you guys noticed that for everybody who has one, notice that there's a little bit of red sticking out. Okay, how to get rid of that red? It's easy. When you actually go inside to where Optimus Prime actually, when you return his wheels in, you notice that this part right here is that red that sticks out. What you can do is actually file. You can actually file that red down to where it's on one side and keep that blue out. And so that way, because his legs is in blue plastic, so you can actually file that red paint off, so that way you got that blue sticking out. So that way, so when you go into his transformation mode for his legs, it's hardly seen. Now, as versus before, that when you actually see him in his robot mode, you have a gaudy red stripe that's sticking out. So both sides, you can actually do that in order to actually get the red to disappear. But other than that, guys, that is it. Oh, and for all those who were wondering and haven't seen and I have not seen anybody do a review. When they do their review, they don't ever ask. I haven't heard anybody ask this question quite yet. So let's get to that question. The question is, can Huffer pull Prime's trailer? Excuse me. Yeah, that's my that's me for being still feeling kind of sick. So here's Huffer. Here is Optimus Prime's trailer. So now the moment has arrived to find out that age-old question. Can this Huffer pull Prime's trailer? And the answer is yes, he can. So there you go, guys. There's the answer to your question. So if you guys have the Huffer, congratulations. If you have Huffer, you have Puffer, or if you have Pipes, all three of those guys, and there's like one other one, all three of those guys that I just mentioned can pull Optimus Prime's trailer. So to answer that age-old question, Huffer can pull Prime's trailer from that one episode on Transformers, in Transformers. So like I said, guys, before I forget to mention, guys, the booster, what also came inside the box. Also, for those who don't know how to transform them, if you haven't figured out how to transform them, you do have a booklet inside to show you how to transform Optimus Prime. And I do mean this is a booklet. So there you go. So one other thing, guys, is that with this trailer, this is a beautiful trailer, and I don't know if I'm going to pick up another one or not, but you know that Optimus Prime did come with his booster flames. And what you can do, you can take his booster flames and put them right in this back portion, in this little storage compartment. Oops, yeah, it fell. Basically, you can store it right here in the back for great measure. So that's where you can actually store his boosters, so everything can come together. You can actually put his axe in there. You can I think you can probably actually get one of his blasters in there as well, if not all of them. So go ahead and lock that. Yeah, too much in there. It's too much in there. But being that has been said, you can actually get some stuff in there. But everything has a place to go. I don't know why that's happening right now. So, but there is, from what I'm saying, there is a special way to how to put these boosters in here, in Prime storage. There we go, and lock. So that's that for that. So that's how you do that. Let's see. I basically got one of the blast effects. So, Prime's ion cannon is blast effect compatible with this one, or Omega Supreme's own, or Jetfire's own. Okay, so they're going to look at that. If I heard correctly, let's see. Also, it's been said that Prime's smokestacks can also blast effect compatible too. So that way he can use his smokestacks to blast away too. So there you go. But it may be just a little heavy on things too. But hey, it is blast effect compatible. All right. For those who do know that the Energon axe, Prime can actually use the Energon axe as well. So I'm just going to show this to you guys right fast, and then we're going to call it a day. So what you want to do is actually curl Prime's fist up, okay, and then open the side, turn it inward, clip the side back, and actually put the energy axe in, and there you go. Optimus Prime basically has his energy axe as well. All right, guys, today that is it for Optimus Prime. This is a I was trying to make this a short Optimus Prime review, because everybody and their mom has reviewed Optimus Prime. So I basically took, like I said, I took out the transformation so we can just get down to the nitty gritty. But being that's been said, guys, thank you for coming by and giving me some of your precious time to look at this review of Optimus Prime, the one and only Transformer leader, the one and only Autobot leader, should I say, of all times. Not Optimus Prime. Although I have a liking for him, but he couldn't, even in his wildest dream, couldn't fit Optimus Prime's shoes, because Optimus Prime has large shoes, and it would take someone larger than Optimus to fill those shoes. Alright, guys, that's my opinion. But other than that, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to come by to check out the Tory action figure review. Still got that cold. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for all upcoming videos. And remember this: if nobody don't love you, there is one God that does, and He is Lord Jesus Christ. I forgot about that, but He is Lord Jesus Christ. You guys have a great day, a great night, weekend, and weekday, and I'll see you right back here at the Toy Action Figure Review. You guys have a good one. Peace and roll out. Oh guys, before I forget, your boy does come with the Matrix of Leadership. This is the only reason why he is Optimus Prime. Without it, he is none other than Orion Pax. You guys have a good one. See you next time.